Hello, everyone, and welcome to Design Tuesday. Oh my goodness, my sound is going right now.
Shoot, no worries. I'll take over.
Please do.
Hi
I
guys,
don't know what's happening.
welcome. We are so excited to have you here today. My name's Mariah Althoff, and I'm here with Izzy. We're going to be designing Galentine's Day, invites, Valentines, maybe some decor if there's time. I'm throwing a Galentine's Day party on Saturday, and so I need stuff for it. And this is the perfect opportunity to do that. So, Izzy, just let me know when and if you're ready to come back in. But in the
I
meantime,
am ready.
oh,
I can't
yay.
wait to come back in. I am
Yay.
so sorry about this. It's like,
No
my
worries.
goodness. Thank
It
you for
happens.
doing my job for a minute.
You know what? That's what I'm here for. We're a team.
We're definitely gals. So you're gonna
That's
feel the
right.
love all day. During this whole stream, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in and tuning in to Design Tuesdays on Adobe Live, where each stream will cover everything graphic design. Tune in to learn different techniques about Creative Cloud, including Adobe Illustrator, and also the fact that we are truly live because things like this will happen sometimes. I am your host, Izzy, brand designer from Ottawa, Canada, and I am here with the lovely Mariah, who's already introduced herself and already introduced the project. So, let's feel the love. Please let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from and what you're excited to see about this stream. Mariah, take the stage. You already did.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Izzy. I'm so excited to do this with you. Just a quick little intro on me. I am a graphic designer. I ran a freelance graphic design agency for about 5 years until I transitioned into graphic design education and freelance mentorship. Now I'm really doing a lot more online visibility coaching for freelancers and a lot of content creation on the internet. So I kind of do a lot of things, but graphic design is at the heart of all of it. So today we're going to be using Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Express to create all of these things. We're going to go ahead and start in Illustrator. Illustrator is like my jam, but I've been loving playing in Adobe Express. It's so easy and makes things so much faster, especially when they just like don't need to be that serious, like a Galentine's invite. So, with that being said, let's jump in and get started.
Let's do it. I'm excited about this.
Awesome. Okay, so we have Illustrator pulled up. I've already made like a little mood board for my party because I needed to know like what decor I was buying. So, which that has not come in yet. So hopefully it's here in time.
Still got a few days for this weekend, right?
DIYing. Exactly. So, okay, so this is the overall vibes we're going for. It's going to be girly and like a little like enchanted foresty floral vibes, but at the same time, like I'm the one throwing it, so it's going to be like kind of fun and quirky too. I want to be like a super like fancy schmancy aesthetic girly, but really I'm like kind of silly too. So we're going to mix those two things together and you'll see what I mean later. While we make an invite and some Valentines for my friends. So, to get us started, I just want to kind of create like a very top level brand identity, I guess, for this event, just so we have fonts and colors that we can choose from so that everything looks well branded, because it wouldn't be a Mariah party if we didn't have well branded graphics throughout the whole thing. So, let's start by just bringing in a couple squares here. Let's fill them so I can see where they're actually at. I'll probably just do like 5 colors. And I'm just going to pull colors directly from the mood board. So we're going to grab the eyedropper tool. I hit the letter I on my keyboard. And I definitely want like a light tan color. Let's see. I definitely want like a light pink color like this one.
So on the subject of pink, we do have a question coming from Robert. Hi, Robert. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Hi, Robert.
Asking, can it be girly without pink?
Yes, it can. It can, because like there can be like feminine fonts or feminine imagery, or yeah, there's tons of ways to make it girly without it being pink. But pink is one of my favorite colors, so we're gonna have pink. You know what I mean?
Sorry, Robert. I mean, I don't know for you, but I am still in my Barbie era, even though it's been a year, like since the whole thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Okay, and then this last color I want to pull like, oh, perfect. Yeah, like a green. I wasn't sure if that would be the one, but it is. Honestly, I like this palette. It's like when I'm creating my color palettes, I make sure I have like a couple lighter colors that I can use as backgrounds, or larger blocks of color. I like to have at least one like brighter color to use for any pops of color, any accents, any calls to action, anywhere I want to really draw people's eyes to. I like to have a really dark color that you can then use for things like text, or important details, small details. And then this green is just going to probably be more of an accent if I'm being honest, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Can I have one suggestion?
Yeah.
I'm loving that yellow that you have, and I feel that yellow would bring a lot of warmth into that palette.
Let's do it. The yellow here or the yellow here?
The maybe yeah, like a sunshine. Yes, I feel like that adds a lot of contrast to it, and we're seeing it not just there, but also in the middle part of like your flowers.
Totally.
From that
the
other
little
picture.
center of flowers. Yes. What are those called? I don't
know.
know.
If you can help us in the chat with
yeah,
some
exactly.
vocabulary, please let us know.
There's any master gardeners in the chat. Amazing. Okay, great. So we have our color palette. It's fun. It's like it is like feminine and has this like older vintagey feel, but still has fun pops of color. We love it. Cool. Let's make just like a general font pairing, if you will. So let's see. I really want like a big, bold serif font for my header text. A lot of what I'm going to be putting on there is going to just be like fun, bold words. So, and I'm going to do all caps for my headers. So let's just scroll through here. Something that's really helpful when I'm searching through all of my bajillion million fonts is using this filters feature right here. So if you click this little drop down, I know that I want a serif font, so I'm going to click serif, and now you can see all of my serif fonts in my library. And it's really helpful too that, oh boy, because I have this selected text selected here, it'll actually show what my words say over here in the preview text. So that's some like really helpful just tips for when you're looking through your fonts. Yes.
This is a game changer. Like since I've started using this, it's a game changer in your full process for anything that you're doing. Yes. It's amazing.
Yes. Before they had that feature, it was just like you were just scrolling for days.
Yeah.
Scrolling and scrolling. Such a good one. Okay. So I think I want to use this Stilton display. I like the italic. I like that it's bold, yet it's still like kind of fun. And then I want to add like some sort of little like typewriter looking body font, which honestly would probably be Is this what I want? I don't think so. I know that I have one in here. I believe it is this. This is what I want. Not the bold oblique version. Or just regular.
I'm getting the vintage right away from this.
Yes, exactly. So, and like this is such a fun like juxtaposition. So, and then finally to add more of like a feminine touch, I want like a really girly script font of some kind. So, let's go ahead and add one more. We'll just call it like an accent font. I'm not going to use it a ton. In general, I don't recommend using a ton of script fonts in your projects just because they can get really
overwhelming.
Yes, and like they're not the most legible thing in the world. So, let's see here. I think I want Sloop Script Pro. Perfect. All right, so are we getting the like vintagey vibes from this little pairing?
Let's ask the chat. Chat, what do you think? And while we are asking you, I just want to mention a few names here. So I want to say thank you so much to Oliver for coming. Hi, Joshua. Thank you, Wade, for being our chat moderator and helping us with the flower names in the chat at the moment. Alessandra, Barbara, Muhammad, and yeah, lots of beautiful people and familiar names that we're seeing in the chat right now. So lots of love for you, Maria.
Oh, that's so nice. Hi, friends. I'm so glad you're here. Awesome. Well, as thoughts and opinions are coming in on this, what I want to start doing now is one of the like really easy ways to bring stuff from Illustrator into Express is to set up a library that then becomes a brand kit. So I've already named a library called Galentines, and this is where I'm going to store all of these colors so that they easily go over into Express when we get to that place. So I'm just going to select each square swatch, go down here to the plus sign and hit fill color. And now it's added that green to my library, which then means I could use this brand library in Photoshop, in InDesign, in Express. I can reopen it in Illustrator if I'm not in this document again. It's so helpful. Definitely recommend using libraries.
Game changer again.
Really is. Really is. So we're just doing this one by one.
So Oliver is saying vintage, yes, and Robert is saying love the font choices. So
good.
You get the chat's approval.
Nice. That's what we like to hear. Okay, awesome. So we have our mood board, we have our color palette, we have our font pairing. The last thing I want to do in Illustrator is just create a couple different like custom graphics that I can then bring into Express and use when I create the full layout. And what I want to do is, my overall vision is honestly, like, I was really inspired by these like fun collage-y type images that I found in the Adobe stock library. And I want to do stuff like that for both my Valentines and the invite. And the ones where like actual humans are in them, it's going to be me.
Oh, I love that.
It's going to be so funny and so dumb. So anyways, all that to say, I like the like cutout collaginess of these with the like fun hand-drawn elements mixed in. So I want to illustrate just like some line drawings of flowers to have and use as things that I can layer within these little collage moments, if you will. Stick with me. I promise it'll make sense. It'll all come together.
Trust the process, everyone.
Exactly. So I'm just going to make one more artboard and start here. So I did pull some flower stock photos. Let's go ahead and use this one to start with. So I'm just bringing this into Illustrator. Let's embed it. Something that helps a lot when I'm using images to trace is to add a new layer over top of it and lock the bottom layer so that you don't accidentally like move it or something. But first, let's make it like a decent size. Okay, so I'm going to lock this first layer. I'm going to draw on the second layer. So I've been playing around a lot with the pencil tool lately. I'm usually like a pen tool girly through and through. What about you, Izzy? What do you have a preference? Pen, pencil, brush? None?
So I like the pen tool for precision,
Mm-hmm.
but the pencil to have a more organic or a hand-drawn
Yes.
like feeling.
Yes.
Brush, that it's only on my iPad, never on the
Yeah, yep.
computer. Yeah.
Yes. Completely agree. I feel the exact same. So all I'm doing is I have the pencil tool and I'm just like I'm just tracing the outlines of these petals. And and the nice thing about the pencil tool is anytime you kind of screw up, you can just go back like up to the path where you want to fix it and start drawing it again, and it'll change it for you. So that's super helpful. We'll go in a like at the end and just tweak these connections and stuff, but for now we're just getting like a rough drawing. And I intentionally want it to just look really like fun and playful and organic. These are supposed to be like doodles, you know what I mean? So
So we're not looking for perfect here. We're looking for like,
exactly.
like draft like almost.
Yes, just like fun line art that we can use just as like background elements, honestly. These aren't going to be like the star of the show. They're just going to add a little dimension to what I'm envisioning. So that's the plan. I'm going to just keep following these paths. When I need to stop and take a break, I can, because I can just pick it right back up. It's super helpful. Awesome.
Let us know in the chat if you have been trying or working with some pen tool elements in your work recently. We would love to know.
Yes. And which drawing tool is your favorite? So, because really for a long time, I've been like the biggest pen tool girly, but I think I'm like really into the pencil these days. So
it's faster.
I don't know. Oh, shoot. That is one of the bummers. Okay. Let's see. It is so much faster, actually. So, are you doing anything fun for Valentine's Day, Izzy?
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
My fiance keeps asking, like, do you want to do something? And I'm like, why should I decide?
Yeah, like, sir, this is for you to decide.
Exactly.
Like, you let me know.
I feel like I make a lot of decisions. So please take over for one day.
Oh my gosh, that's so real. That's funny. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do like a fun little brunch tomorrow with our toddler. So we'll see how that goes.
I mean, this is fun.
But okay.
We have a cute shop, and this is gonna sound so Canadian for me to say, but we have this shop in my city where they make heart-shaped donuts.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. And I think this is what I'm going to ask. It's going to be cheat day and having a heart-shaped donut.
Yes, I love that. Love a heart-shaped. I love a donut. Who doesn't, you know?
I mean, no, you can't. You cannot love a donut.
That's how I feel. Agreed. So, okay, I'm just making like these little details in the center. I really should have brushed up on my flower knowledge before this live stream.
It's
Oh my
okay.
gosh. Okay, so here's what we have. Just like
This
a
is so cute.
fun line drawing. Yeah, right? So we're going to unlock that layer. Just delete that photo. We don't need it anymore. I'm going to group this and then just kind of move this over to the side. I'm going to do 2 more flowers just to like have some options as we're designing. Because something else I didn't mention earlier is that all of the Valentines I'm making are all going to be different. They're going to be like the same variations of the same thing, but they're all going to be different. So we're going to need some options to work with. You know what I mean? You know what? Let's do.
So Wade is saying that the pencil is great when it's paired with the smoothing option or the smooth tool after, which
that's
depending
so true.
on the look. Yeah, depending on the look you're going for, definitely a great pair.
Agreed. So something I'm doing right now actually is, so I just embedded, well, I didn't embed it. I just placed this image into my Illustrator file, but you can see right now it's actually on layer 2, and you can tell that because the outline is red and my layer 2 color is red. So to move it down to layer 1 so that I can lock it and trace over top of it, I just have to click this red square and drag it down to the blue, and now it's on layer 1. So that's a little hot tip for people. I'm going to embed it and then lock that layer again, go back to layer 2 and go back to my pencil tool. So as I'm using the pencil tool as well, I'm using the shortcut N to, oh shoot, I want to make sure I have a stroke so I can see it. To just toggle back and forth essentially between N, the pencil tool, and then V, the direct selection tool. So it's really helpful to use those shortcuts when you're working like this. It makes it go way faster. So let's see. Again, I'm just making it really messy so that it feels handmade.
A rose is very difficult to draw in itself to begin with. So I'm excited to see how the outline is going to look like.
Yes. Agreed. Let's see. Yeah, this is like there's a lot of petals happening. But I think it'll turn out really cool.
I think so too. It's a great you need to have a great balance within this style because you don't want to have too much line because you still want it to be like playful and light, but you still want it to look like a rose that has a lot of details.
Totally. Yes, it's definitely like choosing which details to hone in on. So let's see. Go here. Make this guy. Boop. And just keep making our way into the middle. So.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the chat right now because there's a big conversation on heart-shaped donuts.
Okay, wait, what's happening? What's the discussion?
So they're like, what? Like heart-shaped donuts? Like where can I get that? And then I said, well, in my hometown. And then everyone's like, we need to move to Canada. It's like, but it's cold there.
That is true.
It's very funny what's happening in the chat right now.
Oh my gosh, that's
so
awesome.
I guess everyone's love language is food in a heart shape.
Donuts.
Yes.
Love that. So I guess we all got to get to Ottawa just tomorrow to visit, and then we can go home to our warmer climates.
Yes, that works.
Exactly.
Come visit me. I'll have a big Galentine party. There you go.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Yes, I am very excited. I've decided now that I have a toddler at home, I've decided if I want to hang out with my friends, they just have to come see me because
It's
taking that
come.
gremlin into public right now is just like not the vibe.
Oh,
So,
how old is your toddler again?
she'll be 17 months next week. So she's just like in this phase where she's too little to listen,
Right.
but big enough to just climb on tables with zero regard for anybody else around. So, so yeah, I'm officially becoming the house to hang out at. And you know what? That's okay with me. So, all right,
Look
we
at
have our
that. It's
rose.
like, oh, it's looking
Like, look how cute.
gorgeous. Yes.
And honestly, I think I'm just gonna keep the actual flower. I don't think I need the stem. It's the stem. Look at that. Okay, cool. Let's do one more simple one. And then we can keep going. Let's do this guy.
Oh, Alessandra is asking, does your toddler touch everything, or is assuming
Everything.
that she touches everything?
Everything. The other day we went to story time at the library, and she was like, all of the children were like being so well behaved and like hanging with their parents or at least like playing near them. Mine's just like in the middle, standing on furniture, yelling. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we gotta go. We gotta go. I love her so much and she's so funny, but oh my gosh.
I mean, like she goes to the beat of her own drum,
She really does. She
Yeah.
was like sitting in strangers' laps, and I'm like, I love how confident you are, but we don't know these people. Like this confidence will serve you someday, but in the meantime, oh man, she's giving me a run for my money. So,
Does it help you sometimes in your creativity, like seeing the world through your child?
oh my gosh, I've never thought of that, but yeah, I guess it does. It is really fun to like just see her explore new things and learn new things and like yeah, I guess it does. I should pay more
Mm.
attention to that. So that is
I find
very
that
cool.
anyone who is a parent and have a creative hustle is superheroes in my eyes, because
Thank you.
it's it's first of all, sometimes it's hard to have boundaries when we do the type of work that we do, because when we're in a groove and we're just like we want that um kind of workflow to continue, but then you know that someone is depending on you and you need to stop that, or even like inspiration does not happen between 9 to 5. So like I find that parents, specifically with like kids at home, are superheroes to me.
Well, thank you.
Like
That's so real. I, at the same time, like, feel so grateful that I get to stay home with her. You know what I mean? So
very true.
it is just like such a good lesson in boundaries and like doing the best you can every day
Hmm.
and letting that be enough. That was a hard lesson for me to learn when she first got here because I love people pleasing. I love saying yes to things. Um, I love doing all the things. And that just became far less possible. So
Hmm.
I had to like really scale back what I was doing in my day to day for my business and even
Mm.
like how often I'm working has really changed. But it also has been kind of nice because I'm getting way more done in way less time because I don't have the extra time that I once did,
Right.
which is
Oh,
so silly, but it's the truth.
no, that's very interesting. So it's like you only give yourself like a specific amount of time to work, and then it has to get done during like those
Exactly.
hours.
Yes.
So it's discipline, really.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. And it's like there's like a theory where it's like if you say it's gonna take you 8 hours to do, it's gonna take you 8 hours to do it. But like if you only have 2 hours to do it, it'll take you 2 hours to like you fill up the time that you have.
Hmm.
And turns out that's really real for me.
I mean,
So
good that you found your workflow, and I think everyone can take a page out of your book. And when sometimes
yeah.
something is hard or you don't want to do it, maybe just adapting this mindset can help you in a great way. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing that.
Yeah. I think it's honestly so important. And I think that like not enough people talk about like being parents and
Hmm.
creative business owners at the same time because it's a
Hmm.
lot. It's
It
a
is a
lot,
lot.
but it's
Hmm.
also like such a gift at the same time. So you just gotta roll with the punches. So,
These
but
are looking amazing.
aren't they so cute?
Yeah,
I
they're
really
super
like how
cute.
they turned
Yeah.
out. Um, so we have pretty much everything we need that I wanted to get done in Illustrator before we pull everything into Express. So the last step that we're gonna do here is we're going to go back to our libraries and we're going to add these illustrations to our library so that we can easily access them in Express. So if we just click and drag, it'll pop in here. And I like to rename them to like flower 1, flower 2, and flower 3. Okay, great. Um, all right. That's what we need in here. Now,
Do
let
you have
me.
your fonts in your library?
So you can bring them into your library. It's easier, I've found, to set them up in Express
Okay.
because it just like it doesn't format it the same. I don't really know how to explain it. But so what we're gonna do instead
And make
is
sure you save too, just FYI.
you did this to me last time too and like saved my butt. um let's see.
This is
Galentine
again another
branding.
example, everyone. This it's live. It's true.
Teamwork.
Yeah. Or teamwork. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to pull over Express.
And also just a quick time check for you. We're just a little over 30 minutes
Well, that's
into our stream.
perfect. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to start with the invite because I need people to show up to my Galentine's party. So I'm just going to text this out to my friends. I'm not going to send fancy paper invites. So that's part of the reason why I was like, Express is perfect. It's great for just like quick mobile graphics, social media graphics, things you're going to text your friends so that they show up at your house on Saturday. You know what I mean? So, because I'm going to send it on just like via text, I just want it to be the size of like an Instagram story. So we can just go here in the get started and we're just going to click it. It's the exact size I want it to be. Something that I definitely want to start with is obviously there's like tons of templates. We're not doing that. We're making our own. In fact, spoiler alert, you can have the template I'm about to make after I'm done with it. So
Ooh.
I know. Okay. So to start, I want to add more of like a paper texture to the background. So I'm going to go to media and I'm just going to search for paper texture. Let's see. Is this what I want? Yes. Like I like the like flex and the like natural vibes of this. So I'm going to rotate it. And the other thing I'm going to do is go right over here to set as page background. That's going to make it so that it's harder to like screw around with on accident. So we're going to start with that, but I do want to tint it to one of our brand colors, just so that there's more of a contrast between everything else. So we're going to go to your stuff, my stuff, if you will, and I'm going to go to brands and libraries. And so here's where we can add our fonts. This is going to be easier, but then also here's, oh wait, I wanted to go to Galentine. So that's the one I made in preparation to this. Here it is, Galentine's. Okay, great. Here we are. Okay, so we have our color palette. We have the graphics we made in Illustrator. Now we can add our fonts here. So we're going to add this one as our body. It was called, what was this one called? Stilton.
I also love the fact that you can download your own fonts on Adobe Express. That has saved me a few times whenever I'm building libraries.
Totally agree. Okay, great. So now we have our fonts, we have our colors, we have our graphics. We're set up in our Galentine's brand library. We love that. Also, real quick, I'm just going to change the title of this document as well. What's nice about Express is it auto saves. So
yes,
Izzy won't have to remind me to save because Adobe's doing the work for her.
Oh, there you go. You won't need me anymore soon. So there you go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Galentine's invitation. Perfect. All right, so the theme or title of my event is going to be called Roses Before Broses.
Love it.
Thank you. So we're going to add text. And then what's really nice is now that we've set our brand fonts, they're going to be the first three up here every time you go to choose a font. So we're going to use our header font. We're going to make it all caps, Roses Before Broses. So just another example of like, let's make it like classy looking, but like kind of stupid at the same time.
Like kind of quirky at the same time.
Yes. Yeah. So my friends will expect nothing less. So I have been liking this idea of like it bleeding off the edge a little bit, like really strong bold text bleeding off the edge. And then I forgot we were going to tint our background.
That's
now
true.
That we have, now that we found our Galentine's library. So we just have to go to, we have the background selected. We're going to go to effects and I'm going to just do custom of like a duotone. And for the shadows, I think we'll do this. Let's see if this is what I want. It's not. Why do I feel like that's not doing anything? Okay, hold on. You know what we'll do instead? We're gonna just add a rectangle over top of it and use the good old multiply. So let's do this. Multiply and then like, yep, this is what I'm
Yes.
That's the vibes we're going for. Over here is where you're gonna see your layers. So I want this tinted color to just go right over top of the background. I think I want this to be white. Also, do I want this to be bold italic or regular italic. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, I might like that more. We might have to go change our... We're going to change this. We're going to delete this and we're going to add it again with just the display one. Okay, great. Okay, so now let's add more text. And put "You're invited." And this is going to be where we bring in our script font. Sloop Script Pro, if you will. So... And then...
Alessandra is asking, where did you get the idea for that sentence? I love it. So roses before broses.
It came from my brain. This is what I mean. Like, I can't just like do it normal. So, and like, honestly, two of my friends are the ones that came up with like, let's just make it like Enchanted Garden vibes. And I'm like, okay, great. That feels really serious. So I was like, how do I take flower puns and make it look classy, but actually just kind of be funny? So that's what we're doing today.
That's awesome. But I feel like this would also be kind of your branding brain too, and that thinks about like taglines and like
Totally
stuff like that. So you definitely had some practice there.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's so true. Let's see. All right. Just putting in our info.
I'm always amazed by how quick you can do some designs in Adobe Express.
It's so true.
It's
it's really fast. That I like for a while, because I'm just so used to Illustrator, it took me a long time to like, really give it a good shot. And now I'm like, oh, I get it. This is so easy and so quick. So, and they're always adding stuff to Express as well. So if there's ever a time where you're like, oh, I wish it had X, Y, or Z, it probably will have that soon. So
we can read into our brains.
Exactly. Exactly. So
now that image search that you can add quickly to your composition is so nice. Yes. And that's a massive game changer. Like, you wanted paper texture and it's like, boom, it's there.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is like, it comes with a ton of Adobe stock photos. So like, you don't even have to have an Adobe stock subscription. You just have to have like the premium version of Adobe Express, but that comes with like all of our subscription. Like, if you have the like Creative Cloud subscription, you have access to all of that. So,
and music and animation and all that. Yes. There's so much you can do.
Yes, which we're going to be animating this too.
Ooh, sorry, I spilled the beans.
Alert.
Yes.
That's okay.
Or should I say spill the tea? I feel like this is more of a tea party.
It is giving tea party. We won't be having any tea, but it's giving that. We are going to be doing candle painting. Have you seen that?
Ooh.
I don't know if you've seen that on TikTok, but it's like a big thing on TikTok right now.
It's a new thing right now. Yeah.
It is, except for I didn't want everybody to like get my like brushes all like hard and waxy. So instead I ordered a bunch of dried flowers and we're going to put them on to the sides of tapered candles and then use wax to like stick them on. It's going to be very cute. So we're doing that.
My goodness. Who else is having FOMO for not being able to attend Mariah's party?
If you're in St. Louis, come on by.
So there you go. So everyone needs to like fly to Ottawa, get the donuts, and then go to St. Louis for Mariah's.
Perfect. What a perfect plan. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now we're going to add our like invite text. So I'm just gonna say February 17th at 6 p.m. Mariah's house. All right, shrink that down even more. What else do I want to write here? I want to put a night of food, drinks, crafts. Oh, we're doing ear piercing. One of my friends who worked at Claire's, and she has an ear piercing gun. So, and we're watching the Eras Tour movie.
Wow. Now massive FOMO.
See, it's gonna be like just such a fun girly night.
Yeah.
And I'm asking everybody to bring a dish to share, but I want it to be inspired by their favorite or their go-to girl dinner. You know what girl dinner is?
Yes.
Yes. So, inspired, I-R-E-D. Spell words correctly. Favorite.
Penny Doodles is saying the ultimate Galentines, and Alessandra, when I asked like who else is having FOMO, saying me, Izzy, Penny Doodles. Yes, this party sounds awesome. Way to sing road trip. The itinerary by Alessandra. After the stream, fly to Ottawa, get donuts, then Mariah's party straight away.
Exactly. But you guys have to bring me a donut. That's your entrance fee. Is bring me the heart-shaped donut, and then you're in.
There's so many flavors you don't even know what to choose.
I have no doubt.
It's like, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we're known for that. We're known for our donuts here, so.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that.
I mean, I feel like Timbits are more like a Canadian thing. That's the like the donut hole.
Okay. Yeah.
But this is like a artisanal donut shop.
Sure.
I'll make sure to post my donuts on Instagram for everyone who's watching tomorrow.
Please do.
I'll tag Adobelive.
Okay, great. Yeah. We're going to need it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have pretty much all of our text. Actually, not pretty much. We have all of our text. I don't have anything else to say to these girls. So this is the info. So now I want to add, so if we go back to our mood board, like I love this idea. So we're going to add like a little hand coming out holding a little bouquet of roses because it's roses before broses. So that's what we're going to do. And shout out to that media library from Adobe Stock because that's how we're going to do it. Let's see. And what do I want to say? Let's see.
Like bouquet?
Yep. This is perfect. Honestly. This could work, but let me look. This feels a little tight. This could work too. Let's do that. All right, so we are going to flip it because I want it to come out from this direction. We're going to remove the background, which is again, I love AI. Yeah. Shout out to the robots who do this for me because this used to be the bane of my existence. So, now I want to make the hand black and white and then make the flowers colored. So, we're going to go to effects and we're just going to hit grayscale. Boom. Bam. We got it. This is probably going to have to get a little smaller now that I'm really doing this, but it's fine. Okay. Now.
Or maybe you can just bring it at the front at the end when everything's done.
Yes. We'll definitely finesse it.
Yes.
Figure out where it's supposed to be.
We'll massage it.
Exactly. Okay. White roses. roses bouquet. Let's see what we have. This is what I want. And we're going to remove the background again. And now this is where we're gonna just kind of come in with some messy, like, could do this in Photoshop, but like, why would I want to type of a situation. Is this the hand? I don't think that this is the hand. I think we gotta find a different hand. Hand holding.
Trust the process.
That's right.
So while you do this, I just want to say we are just a little over the halfway mark into this stream. Actually, no, that's not true. An hour mark. My bad. And a little before the hour mark. Sorry, my bad.
Cool. No, I got you.
For everyone who's just tuning in, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. We are here with Mariah, and she is designing some invitation for her Galentine's party over the weekend. And we're having a lot of fun talking about food and activities at the same time as we're creating this and exploring the magic of Adobe Express.
That's right. This might be weird, but we're gonna just try it for a second. I swear I found like a really good hand a few days ago when I was playing around with these concepts, but I don't remember which hand that is, so we're gonna keep playing. So something that's really nice about Express is you can use the erase tool, and it's honestly like really easy to use. Like, it's so nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this opacity go down a little bit, because then I'm gonna come in here with the erase tool and I'm just gonna make it be the circle brush. Let's see, make it a smaller size. And yeah, hardness and opacity are great. And I'm just gonna go over the stem here where this thumb is.
Oh, perfect.
Sticking out. Like, could I go into Photoshop and make this like super duper perfect? Sure. But this like just isn't that serious of a graphic. And let's see. Let's see
what
that
looks good. Like. That looks good.
Perfect. Love it. Okay, yay. So let's see. I want to group these two things. Now let's just kind of move this around. Okay. Yeah, this is working. Whoopsies. The last thing I want to do is, so like going back to our mood board, like combining shapes with these like collage things. So because this already has like a lot going on this invite, I'm just gonna like put a shape here, and I'm just kind of play around with the spacing, some of this. But so I'm gonna go over to elements. Let's grab a circle. Perfect, it's already in the right color that I wanted. And I'm just gonna put this behind the graphic. Jeez, I keep losing my mouse. Here we go. Let's put it all the way to the back, and let's multiply it again and bring down the opacity. And let's just kind of play around with the sizing of that. Yeah, great.
Yeah,
love it.
Looks great. Yeah, it adds a lot of focal like attention to the roses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, and just kind of like grounds it, because it is just like floating there, and which is like the point, but also let's like
let's just add a little oomph to it.
Oomph. Yeah. That's right.
Yes.
Okay, so because I'm texting this to all my friends and not printing it, that means I can animate it. So let's animate it. That way it'll feel very magical when they open it. Okay. we are going to do, I think You're Invited is just going to stay there, but let's do Roses before Broses comes in. So we're going to click on this font. We're going to hit animation, and we're going to have like an in animation. It's not the right word, but
Like
you
a,
catch
like
my
a
drift.
swoop in. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't.
Yes, exactly. This is actually exactly what I want. A drift in. 2.5 seconds felt nice. We're going to do the same with our little rose bouquet situation. Animation in drift, but this time we're going to make it come in from that direction. So now, right now, this is what it looks like. Great, love that. I want all of this to come in at the same time. So I'm grouping it all together. Hold down Shift, and then Command G works the same in Express as it does. Oh, except for it didn't group. So let's try again. There it is. Okay. So let's have that selected. Go back to animation. Do in. I think for this one, though, I kind of just want it to fade in. And I want it to come in a couple, like a second or two after the Roses before Broses and the actual roses come in. So if you just click this little notch down here that says show layer timing, we can actually change when this comes in. So let's say 4.4 seconds. So let's see what that looks like. Okay. Yeah, great. Love that. Now for like the very exciting part. This is a really fun thing that I've been playing around with in Express lately, is I want to add some flying butterflies.
Ooh.
So, I'm going to go into media, I'm going to go to videos, and I'm going to put butterflies on white background. Let's see what comes up. Yes, this is the one I want. Okay, so what's really fun about this is...
I know where you're going, and I'm very excited about it.
Change the blend to multiply. Then these butterflies can be flying over top of everything else. I'm going to change the timing of it. But like, look how cute and magical that is.
Wow.
They are flying kind of fast for me, so I'm going to slow it down to 50% of the speed. Like, I want this to feel like magical, not like you're being attacked by butterflies that are like swarming you. So we're going to do that, and we're going to wait to have those come in until that 4.4 second mark when the Galentine's info comes in too. And we're going to have the same like fade action that has. Let's see how this all looks.
Wow.
Okay, great. Isn't that cute?
Oh my goodness, it's so perfect.
And you can kind of change what part of the video. Oh yeah, this is better. There's more butterflies. Okay, love. All right, so here's our invite. She's done, and then I can just text it to my friends. So now what I would do is download it, save it as an MP4, download, and it's just going to show up in my downloads. I can then just bring it into iMessage and text it to all my friends. So, or I could, like, if I wanted to put this on blast on the internet, which I suppose I am literally doing, I could put it on my Instagram stories or wherever. So, such a fun feature. And like, what a way more fun way to make invites than,
yes,
you know what I mean? So, okay, so that's our invite. Now we need to make some Valentines for my friends because they have to know that they're loved by me specifically. So this is where the flower puns keep coming, friends. They are not over.
Okay,
so,
we love this.
Yes. I am going to make a new file. And I am going to I'm going to do a custom size. I think I had decided that I wanted it to be like, oh shoot, like 3.5 by 5 inches. Because I am going to print these. These will be printed. Let's see if I like that. Yes, I like that size. Okay, great. Something I am going to do, let's add this. Let's make a title. So, Galentine's Valentines. Okay, great.
Right there you go.
Oh my gosh. All right. Which one do I want to start with? I think we're gonna do I Think of You Every Daisy. We're gonna start with that.
That is so sweet.
Okay. So we're gonna start with I Think of You. This is going to be in our script font. Let's make it left justified. And then Every Daisy is going to be, I want it to be all caps. Okay. Let's
and you'll be following on kind of the same vibes as your invitation.
Yes, exactly. Perhaps like a little more chaotic, but yes. You'll see why.
Nice. Stay tuned, everyone. Alessandra is saying, I am so here for the puns. You are a friend in my head, Mariah. I love your creative process.
I'm so glad. You're a friend to me too. Who was that?
Alessandra.
Oh, thanks, Alessandra. You're a friend to me too. Okay, we're going to set this as my page background. Now, for these, because I am printing them off, I don't want a ton of like low, like I think that if I did the pink with the white, my home printer is not great. So we're going to choose this like cream color and stick with that with black over top of it for the actual printed ones.
Making sure there's enough contrast for
exactly, because I don't think that it would work. I just don't have a great printer and I don't want to take it somewhere to get printed because I love my friends, but not that much. So.
That's right now.
Okay. This is going to be to Maddie from Mariah. We're going to make this in our Courier standard. Shrink her way down. And then where do we want to put her? Maybe just here. Okay. I think this is a good start. Now, I am putting myself on every single Valentine. So this one, is this the one I wanted? No, I think I want this one. Okay, so this was from when I surprised my dad for Christmas. I was his gift, so I put a bow on my head, but instead we're gonna remove the background and
look at that.
We're gonna turn me into the black and white subject in all of these. I want to add more contrast, a little bit of warmth, and maybe just like brighten a little bit. Okay. Oh, whoa. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I did something really weird. Okay.
Can you refresh your page?
That might work. It didn't work. It's fine. We're going to just open a new tab and try again. Oh no. Oh, got it. We're good. Everything's fine. Oh my god.
There's a few glitches in the matrix today, folks.
It's totally fine. Everything's We're doing great.
We're good. We're good. No one has seen anything.
Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna flip me horizontal, and then I'm just gonna like roughly erase the bow on my head because I'm gonna put like a giant daisy on my head instead. Oh, that's not what I want. I want the circle brush. So just get rid of that. Nobody's gonna see it. Nobody's gonna see the like big chunk coming out of my head. So
I love how you're narrating everything you're doing. It keeps so entertaining to listen to you.
I'm so glad. That's what I'm here for.
You can really see Maria's like personality coming through the narration of her work. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh, that's my goal. Oh geez. Okay. We're gonna remove this background.
Oh, this is sweet. This is great.
Isn't it fun? Let's do 2 of these, maybe like one that's behind. Okay. Now, let's, similar to our invite, let's add just like a circle element that we will fill with, cool, our Galentine's brand colors. Let's multiply, let's bring it way down, and let's bring it back to the back.
Oh, Zakir is asking, like, who is Maddie? But we know she's a friend, but maybe you can tell us who is Maddie.
Well, she lives in St. Louis.
Or what is she to you? Like, is a good friend or?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I met her through my friend Kat, who's also coming, so she'll get an invite. She is a nurse, so is my friend Kat, so is my husband. I got a lot of nurses in my life. So I met her through one of my best friends here. So she turned into a good friend as well. Let's see. Okay, so we're adding a doodle. Okay, honestly, I think that's it. I think we did it.
It's perfect.
This is Maddie's invite or Valentine. So we're gonna add a few more. So we just went up to the pages little icon, and I'm just gonna add a page. We're gonna go back to the second artboard now, and honestly, let's go to the first and just copy our background again and paste so that we can stay consistent. Honestly, to make things even easier too, let's just copy all of this stuff and paste, and then we can change the text. So let's see. Let's do "You're my best bud."
Oh, is this what the middle part is? Is a bud?
Oh,
there you go. We figured it out.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Just an hour later.
Truly.
Oh Umakarn is saying this looks great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I second that. It's really cool.
Thank you. I love making just like fun projects like this. This is like my favorite thing to do with my graphic design skills. Not a lucrative thing, but
no, but sometimes it allows you to think outside the box and like try stuff that you would not normally do with your clients, and
yes,
exactly. Like try new stuff that you can maybe now bring back to your business. So it's important to have those projects.
Yes, couldn't agree more. Okay, so for this one, I am gonna go into Photoshop for something. I'm going to use this photo, and we're gonna go back to our AI robots that we love so dearly, And first and foremost, I need full fingertips and a bun on my head. So we're going to just expand this out, and we're going to use Generative Expand, which is the best. So we're going to hit Generate, and then it's going to give me a bun and a fingertip. Look at that. Look at that bun on my head. We love that.
It's perfect. It's just the right amount of messy that you were looking for.
That's right. It's honestly such a signature Mariah hairdo too, if we're being honest. So, okay, we're gonna rasterize these and just merge them together. Now, here's the other crazy thing I'm doing is I want to have a megaphone and have flowers coming out of it. We'll put the flowers in Express, but I need a megaphone in my hand. And so we're going to use the generative AI to do that. Megaphone in hand. Let's see what happens. You just never know.
Just in anticipation.
That's right.
Edge of our seats.
I know. Okay. Oh, that's a weird one. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna give it more space so it doesn't feel like it has to.
So while you do that, again, I just want to mention that if you'd love to nominate a friend or nominate yourself to be featured on Adobe Live, that you can do so on Behance if you click that button, which is a guest recommendation. And also want to mention that if you love creative content, Adobe also has a new podcast with Teresa O, and it's called In the Makings. And if I can kindly ask Wade to add that link into the chat, that would be awesome. So creative content.
Oh, yes. Awesome. All right. So we have me holding a megaphone. Now we're going to bring this into Express. So I am just going to export it as a PNG file so that I can then put some flowers coming out of it. Put it in here. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Here we are. Okay. So we have my megaphone, right? But we're going to need to go in with the eraser because this bun is wild. Let's see.
A lot of flyaways happening.
A lot of flyaways. AI did me a little dirty, but that's okay.
Also, time check. We have about 8 minutes before we wrap up.
Cool. Sounds good. That'll be enough time to do this last Valentine at least. Okay. We're going to change it to grayscale. We're going to go and do our thing where we just kind of brighten it up a little bit, warm it up just a tad, and then bring down the opacity a little bit so it looks okay. Perfect. Now let's find some tulips. Finding the perfect stock photo is honestly an art in itself.
It definitely is.
Let's see.
What about the yellow ones? They're nice.
I think I want it to be a little more full.
Okay, I see.
Like a little fuller. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But they also have to be like the perfect angle. So.
Right.
I know they exist because I've scouted them prior to this. This could work. It's not really what I was going for, but let me just do one more scan and see if there's anything else I like more. Because it's like a little bit of a bright pink.
This is where a lot of our time will go as designers, as you probably know, that for searching for fonts or images.
Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah.
That's so real. It's so nice though, like how many there are just for free in Express. It's so helpful. Like that's I don't have to go to like 18 different places.
Yes, absolutely. But sometimes you have so much choices that you don't know.
Yes.
Right? That's like
so
paralysis.
True.
Yeah.
So true. Okay, that will work. This one's fine. I feel fine about it.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
So I'm going to remove the background. I honestly might like desaturate it just a little. My like main issue is it just feels like very bright compared to like our color story that we have going on here. And then we're going to go in with the eraser again. Actually, no, first we're going to lower the opacity just a little so I can kind of see what the curve of this megaphone is doing. Go in with the eraser. And okay, we have circle brush selected. We're going to move the hardness all the way down just because I don't want like a super strong line necessarily. And oops. We're gonna just kind of let it fade into the megaphone. Maybe just get rid of one of those. Let's see. I'm gonna have to tweak that more, but oh, it's actually not bad. We're gonna go in a little bit more, but like that still has a hard line and we don't want that. But you catch my drift.
Can you stretch it a little bit? Just like, I know that's cheating, but you know.
Well, it won't. It like doesn't let us do that in Express. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't let us distort images, which is nice, but not helpful for this exact, like this very specific scenario. Yeah, exactly. So, let's see. Honestly, I feel like that's fine. It doesn't need to be totally perfect, and it just kind of looks like it's fading into the abyss. Okay. So we have that. Let's add a shape element. This time let's do we want to do green or yellow?
Green, I think the yellow would be nice since you have a lot of yellow in the other one. The green might fade away with the
true.
Stem.
So true.
Leaves.
Let's see. Okay. And then let's use one of our illustrations since we haven't done that yet.
Yes.
Let's go to my stuff, go to brands and libraries, go to Galentine's, and maybe let's choose this one. Okay. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. I was like, I don't know why this is pixelated. Shouldn't be. It was just thinking. Just took a minute.
It was just rendering a little bit.
That's right.
So question for you and for anyone who's wondering, you have brought your illustration from Illustrator into the library. Oh, that was exactly my question. Can you change its color?
Yes. So I kind of fake it by using the like effects feature. But the other really cool thing that you can do is if you change it in your file and then save it, it'll relink. So you can like it'll update in here. So you have several options. But like technically you can see right here that it's the link is right here. And it's because it is in fact linked from your original file. So any updates you make in your original file, it will transfer over into Express. Sometimes you just have to refresh it, but that's a little hack for you. So, let's see. I just want to group me so I can make it a little bit bigger. Let's play around with the placement of this because I'm not sold on it yet. Oh. Okay, put me back.
Put me back.
Okay, great. I think this one's done too.
Yeah, it's great.
Amazing. Yay. Okay, we have 5 minutes.
Yes.
Should I start another? I guess I should.
I mean, so we can, yes, either we do one very quickly or we do a recap of everything we have done and then we look at your website or something like that.
That's true. I could also show you. I have made a couple others.
Oh, there. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Deal. Let me pull those in.
So everyone, if you have any questions for Mariah, we have like a quick 5 minutes, so make sure you get that in.
That's right. Okay, so we have I love you so much. It's ranunculus.
Aw, this is so cute.
I literally had to have like a little photo shoot so that I had enough content to choose for the Valentines. What's up, Buttercup?
Lovely. Oh, look at that line. Can we zoom in on that?
Which one? The like doodle?
Like that, like the doodle line.
Yes.
Because it's more like a chalky effect.
Yes. So that came from the media library too. I think I just literally typed in, no, it was from Elements, and I just typed in like doodle, I think. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So it's
There you
this. And then to change the color, I went in and I did again the duotone custom. And for shadows, I chose white, and for highlights, I chose white. And that just makes the whole thing white, which is
perfect.
A little hack for you. So
there you go.
And oh yeah, that's all I finished. So we have I love you tulip much is what I'm working on next for
tulip
my mom,
much. Oh,
who's coming
sweet.
to my Galentine's party. So.
Aw.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have 4 Valentines that are made. Here's where we started, and you can tell like how this all kind of came together in the invite, in the Valentines, and then we made our invite, which is animated. Thanks to Express. We've got our cute little butterflies fluttering. And now I'll be able to print out my Valentines. I'll probably write like a cute little note on the back of them. All my friends already got the invites. And yeah, now this is I don't know. I have the link. I can pop it. Can I pop? I'm not in the chat, but you can use this template. Actually, it's in the library now. So, and I'll also share it on my social media afterwards. So if you guys want to use this template, you can. Just come find me on Instagram. I'll post it in my stories and you can snag the link there. And yeah, let me know if you have any other questions or just like say hi and chat with me on my Instagram page.
On Instagram. So your accounts have been shared in the chat earlier, but I'll ask the chat moderators to add them again to make sure that we have access to that template. Thank you so much for your generosity with that template and like coming with us and showing us your Galentine magic and Illustrator and Adobe Express.
Yes.
So there you go. So your account has been found. And can you quickly share maybe your URL for your website?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's just mariahaltoff.com. I've got tons of resources for learning specifically Adobe Illustrator, as well as freelance tips and like how to get clients, how to be seen online, how to build a business on the internet. So if you are looking for anything like that, please reach out. I will point you in the right direction. But for real, come and say hi in my Instagram DMs. I'd love to chat with all of you who watched.
This is amazing. Thank you so much. And I do invite everyone to go check it out because it is a goldmine of information. Thank you so much to everyone who was here with us during this stream. And stay tuned and prepare to embark on a very inspiring journey into the world of graphic design with the one and only Kieran Lewis, who is comes often on Adobe Live, and join us for a captivating Adobe Spotlight interview as we dive into Kieran's remarkable background, the creative process, and invaluable insights about his distinguished career. Thank you so much, everyone, and see you next time.
Bye.